draw your circle on both sides, and then we're going to draw two little things on this side. So here we go. We're going to go up here at the top of our circle. We're going to go out and around, and then down. Stop right here. You're going to go out again and back up, just like that. Okay, and you're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. All right, so here we go. You're going to go up and over and down. And then go in and out. Back up, just like that. All right, and I'm going to come back in. I'm going to come and erase this a little bit, just so you can see a little bit better. All right, next, you're going to draw two lines right here. Does anybody know what we're drawing yet? We shall see. We're getting close. All right, next we're going to draw. I think this next step is going to give it away. So we're going to go back up to the top. These are legs, if you haven't guessed that yet. You're going to go back up to the top, and you're going to draw two shapes like this, and another one. Any guesses yet? All right, and we're going to do the same exact thing, but we're going to go in just a little bit. So do the same thing on both sides, and you're going to draw two circles. All right, I'm still going to keep going. I'm not going to give away what we're drawing just yet, but if you have it, that's awesome. All right, next we are going to draw two little hands right here. So we're going to start about here. And we're going to go out and up, out and up, out and back up. And you're going to draw a straight line back up. Okay, and you're going to do the same exact thing that you did here, right beside it. So you're going to go down and out, up, out, up, out, up, and straight back up. All right. Well, if you haven't guessed it yet, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer. We are drawing a frog for our directed drawing today. So frog begins with that f sound, which is letter F. So next we're going to draw our smiley face because our frog is happy. And let's see, his little nose. So two ovals, just like that. And now we get to draw some spots because our frog has some spots. So we're going to do some ovals on our legs, on his legs. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to do the same exact thing on this side. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to give 2 ovals on his belly, one on this side and one on this side. We're going to do kind of a funky little shape in the middle. So we're going to go kind of like a circle, come down, back up, just like that. You can make that shape however you would like. And we're going to give a little spot right here, spot here, and do 2 circles or 2 ovals, and we are finished with our Mr. Frog. So now we're going to take our black marker and we're going to trace all of our pencil marks And I am holding my paper with my left hand because sometimes it likes to run away from me. And I don't want to make any mistakes. Whoop. If you didn't see what I did there, I messed up just a little bit, but I went over it again with my black marker just so I knew that I could cover it up. I think this part is almost as hard as drawing it with your pencil because you really have to stay focused so you hit all of those pencil lines. So let's count. We could do some sorting with today's counting with our shapes. We could talk about how many different oval shapes we have. We have large ovals and small ovals. We could count all of the ovals together, large and small. We could count the circles. And if you notice, we have a frog has the two arms and 2 legs and 2 eyes and 1 mouth. And what's neat about frogs, they do not always look like this. Sometimes during their life cycle, they look like kind of little fish, but those are called tadpoles. And they're born from an egg. And then they grow and they have tails and legs at the same time. All right, so the first thing we need to do is color our frog, the main part of the frog. And most of the time when I see a frog, I see a green frog. So you're going to go ahead and get out your green crayon and you're going to color the parts that I colored green. And you know, we did not talk about how many ovals we had. So we're going to count those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 large ovals. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small ovals. So if we were to count all of the ovals together, we would count the 8 large ovals and 6 small ovals together, and we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now we know that 6 plus 8 equals 14. So very good job. And we could count how many circles we have. We only have one shape of circles. We only have one. And we have 2 circles. Oh, and one more big circle right here. So we actually have 3 circles for our drawing today. Directed drawings are good because they help us with patience, because sometimes these drawings are very time consuming, so it takes up a little bit of time. And it helps with our focus, because you have to be focused to make sure you are following all the directions that Ms. Throgmorton is giving to you while you are drawing. So you're drawing and listening at the same time. This is one of my favorite directed drawings. I love to do the frogs. I don't really like frogs, but I love to draw frogs. They're very fun. We had lots of steps to this directed drawing today. If you needed time to make sure you are following all of the steps, you are more than welcome to pause the video until you catch up. That is okay with me. You can re-watch the video if you would like. So while you're coloring, be thinking of a sentence that you could use for when we write our sentence about our frog. Think about what the frog looks like. So you see that so far the frog is green, and you're using your sense of vision. If you didn't know this, we have 5 senses. We have touch, we have hearing, we have smell, we have vision, and we have taste. So we see that the frog is green. So that could be a sentence. You see that the frog, oops, look what Miss Throgmorton forgot to do. She forgot to trace these 2 lines over here on his toes. You see that the frog has lots of spots. All right, in our next step, we are going to get a yellow crown, and we're going to draw his spots yellow. We're going to color in those spots yellow. Now you see that the green frog has yellow spots. Oops, not those spots. And last but not least, get out your blue crayon. Color in his eyes blue. Just the circle part. We're leaving this part white. All right. So next step we need to do is write a sentence about the frog. So my sentence for today is going to be, I see a green frog. So I'm going to write my sentence, and boys and girls, anytime you write the word I, it is always uppercase. Okay, and to remind you that at the beginning of the sentence, you always have to have an uppercase letter, so that helps you out in this part too. So I, finger space, see a green frog.
I'll leave this here. Nobody eats lunch.
All right. So, last step, one more thing. We have to trace our sentence.